we should remember that in 1970, Poland got a new leader, Edward Gierek, became the first secretary of the Communist Party. He had a quite different outlook on how politics should look like compared to his predecessor, Gomułka. He was mainly focused on the economy. He thought that Poland needed to grow its economy. It should become the economic powerhouse, you could say, of all the Soviet satellite states. And he believed that this could be achieved through a number of measures. Chiefly, you could say that he wanted liberalization of the economy. He wanted to, if not completely undo the planned economy, then at least decrease its significance for Poland's economic system. So there were some liberalization efforts. There were some initial experiments with private enterprise being given a larger role in society. This was coupled with closer relations with the West in general, but with the US in particular. And together with that came also a large-scale loan program. He basically reached out to the Americans to get some very much needed funds for Poland, and those would be invested in large-scale infrastructure projects, and chiefly in increased industrialization. He wanted to increase industrial output. So there were some main industrialized regions of Poland where a lot of new plants went up. There was also the first real modern highway that was built between Poland and Silesian industrial economic zone. And here in Warsaw, maybe most people will remember that this was also the time that Poland's or Warsaw's central station, railway station, was built, Warszawa Centralna, which was then heavily featured in the communist propaganda of the time, and it was a building which received a lot of attention and was seen as Gierek's pet project in a way. In the first couple of years, it worked quite well. There were the economy was growing. It was fueled by these newly acquired funds from the West. Salaries were growing. Things were looking better. There was one problem with the OPEC oil crisis in 1973, which caused some problems. It was further complicated by the political protests of 1976, which led to large unrest in parts of the country and general, not strike conditions, but there was disruption in production. And then finally in 1979, it was a second energy crisis that hit the world, and including Poland. And you could say that from 76, more or less, the more difficult years started. The Polish economy started underperforming. These loans that had come in, now there was repayment that was due for many of them. And Gierek tried to solve it by minimizing imports to as large of a degree as possible, finding national substitutes for most of those goods. Naturally, for some goods it was impossible. Some chocolates, for example, the chocolate confectionaries became rarer, citrus fruits and so on. So there were shortages. Coupled with that was also the introduction in 1976 of rationing cards for meat, dairy, and some other products as well, tobacco. This created a black market in which cigarettes, you could say, became a new form of unofficial currency that could be used for trading other things.
Adam, I'm just going to have to interrupt you there. The clock in the corner of the studio is winking that our time is over, but we will pick it up if we may next time. There we are. I've had to interrupt Adam almost in mid-sentence, but fear not. If you join us next time, as we hope you will, here on Poland Daily History, we'll pick up the story. In the meantime, thank you for watching.